Common switches used in residential wiring. Residential primarily is what they're used for. So our first switch that we have here, this particular switch that you see here, it has two terminals. It's called a single pole switch. You see the two terminals plus a ground terminal. The second switch that I'm holding right now up for you is called a three-way switch. And then on that three-way switch, you'll have three terminals, 1, 2, and a third one here. In addition, you will have a ground terminal. The third switch that I'm holding up in my hand, the blue switch, is a four-way switch. In which this four-way switch has 4 terminals, as you might have guessed already. 1, 2, 3, 4. As well, it has a ground screw terminal as well attached to the bottom. Today we're going to focus in on only the single pole switch and some of its applications. Okay? So the single pole switch is designed internally, is used to disconnect the power from the load. Okay? The power and the load is represented by one of each one of these screws. We also call the power, the line side, the home run, etc. Top side of that will be the load, the devices, such as a device will be some things such as, it could be a light, it could be a fan, it could be a motor, will be connected to the top side. So as it go, your line, power, home run, etc. Otherwise, the black wire, otherwise the red wire could be used to go on the bottom of the switch here. The top part of the switch will receive the line side of, or the hot side of your device, your lights, such as you have a light and terminal on the light, you have a white and a black wire. The black wire will be attached to this top screw. So when the switch is thrown, it disconnects the power from the line side or the load side of the switch, and that's what turns the lights on. That's what turns the lights on and operate simply by operating this toggle back and forth. Okay, it is very important, very, very important, crucially important. Never, but never put a neutral wire or a wire that's used as a neutral wire or a return wire or a common wire as is used, also referred to. Never use that on a switch. A switch should only get the power going in and the power going out to the device. Never put your return wire or a white wire or a common wire on a switch. There is a trick, and that'll be another one of our videos. You'll see that. Don't be dismayed by, should you see a white wire on that switch. Don't take it for granted that wire is a neutral wire. Commonly, the wire is used based on what they have available at the time if they're running a circuit. So sometimes you will see a white wire on it, but understand that white wire is not, and I will repeat, is not a return wire or a neutral wire. So you cannot jump that wire and try to feed a neutral wire to something else, okay? So you can't take your white wire off the light or your device and tie it on this. Absolutely, but absolutely not. Okay, y'all, I know you all have been paying attention to the switches, but also in that video, I want to give you guys a tip and trick, okay? To help you guys out in the instance, just a real quick video. So let's just say you have Romex wire, okay? This is Romex wire, everyone's seen this. This particular wire you'll see is white. This is 14 gauge wire, and the gauge is generally identified by its color when you're dealing with Romex wire. So white will be 14 gauge, 12 gauge wire will be yellow, 10 gauge wire will be orange, and 8 gauge wire will be black. And it will be coated in the Romex. That's where we get the Romex from. So today we're going to deal with a 14 gauge Romex wire. So you got this roll of wire here. A lot of times you've seen people in time past take and run a razor knife down and try to pull it and stretch it. Take a pair of wire strippers. You identify the blade or the cavity cut out. There's 2 cavities cut out. Looks like 8s when you close them. The first one will be a 14 gauge. The second one will be a 12 gauge. And this is exclusively for Romex wire. Show you a real easy way to strip this coating off this wire so you're gonna expose the wires behind the coating. Take back how much you want to strip back, but I'm gonna pull it back. So you'll squeeze it. Do not squeeze it all the way down, just squeeze it till it bites on the Romex. And what I like to do, not everybody likes to do it, is I give it just a couple of quick twists with my wrist. 1, 2, like that. And there you have it.